Yo, being homeless is underrated.
I live in a shithole!
Can his ass just die, bro? It's actually hell being a civilian in a Marvel movie. The worst places to live. I think this is one of the few subjects where I'm genuinely an expert at. Like, I've experienced really poor and I've experienced really rich. I've even borderline experienced homelessness.
Take him to Detroit. No! No, not Detroit!
Oh my god, when people that live in the hood talk about, oh, yo, this is horrible over here, we're dying. Send them to Iraq, bro. Ship them to Syria, bro. Please, for the love of God, they'll come back like such good boys, bro. If you have enough money to be buying custom clothes that are red or blue so you can rep your set, bro, you're not struggling, gang. I'm gonna keep it a buck. That's not real struggle. But there is some truth to it, because most of it is the disparity in wealth. Like, for example, if you're a poor person that's living around poor people in a poor neighborhood, that's gonna affect you a lot less. You're gonna feel a lot richer than you actually are, because the suffering of being poor is also one where you compare yourself to other people. Like, you see the kids around you and their lunchboxes are more full. You're more embarrassed to open your lunchbox because you have, what, 2 pieces of bread and a block of cheese, like, you know? So I kind of get that. If you're in a hood, it's a rich country, but you're in a poor area. But at the same time, like, true struggle is not something you're gonna face in a first world country. No one is starving in Europe or America. Like, no one is genuinely starving, like, can't find food.
Detroit! No! No, please! Anything but that! No!
Alright, I'm gonna go straight into this. The earth is pretty garbage. I can't imagine it once being a beautiful haven where life and nature were one with each other in harmony.
You gotta think about it this way though, the poorest person, like a poor person nowadays is living better than a king did back in the day. And this is why I say like how relatively rich you are is a really big factor. Because although yes, nowadays you suffer, it's difficult, compared to back then, bro, you're genuinely living better than like a 15th century king. You got hot water coming out the ceiling, bro. You've got air conditioning, that's like equal to like 10 slaves fanning the king with a piece of with some leaves. Like, you're living like a king. That's the average person though. You don't feel that way, because actually when you think about life in general, let's say you got this much richer in the beginning, it's gonna feel like you're gonna feel ecstatic, like this is new, this is revolutionary. But then it starts becoming a baseline. So now you're just as happy as you would have been on $10,000 a month as you would have been on $3,000 a month. So that's why you get most of these rich people. First of all, they're probably even more likely to end their own life than like poor people are, especially if they're famous. And if you ask any of them, the actual enjoyment comes from seeing other people around them experience wealth. Like, wealth itself, you get very accustomed to pretty quickly. I'd say like a month in, bro. Like, genuinely. It's sad. You should still aim to get as rich as possible and achieve all your goals. But the real thing that matters, and they've seen this in surveys as well, is your connections with other people. Your relationships with other people are the best indicator for how happy you're gonna live. It's all about people.
That just sounds like a fantasy. Now it's divided, polluted, and just plain old gross to live in. We live in a fatherless time right now, and that goes for every place around the world. Speaking of places, almost every region and country on this earth has many flaws, so much so that it makes me think, why do people even live there? Some of
the Nordic countries, bro, Sweden, Norway, and like those should be like case studies for every single country. Like, those countries are goated. Like, citizens of Sweden are like that one meme where there's rainbows and the guy's smiling like this. Like, that's what living in Sweden is like, bro. By the way, if you see me moving around, I am sat in the most uncomfortable position ever. I moved here because the window is over here. There's a woman down there doing the laundry. She's been doing the laundry for 5 hours. She thinks I'm recording her because I have my phone on a tripod, and I'm sat in like the Japanese samurai stance right now. My toes are killing me, bro. Like, this is genuinely an exercise.
these places are equal to living in literal hell. And as someone who lives in the United States, the land of the annoying and the home of the obese, I know what true despair looks like. I know how to tell the difference between each dumpster I've stayed at. And since I do, in this video I'll be listing some of the worst places to live at on planet Sheen.
Yo, being homeless is underrated. Like, genuinely, being outside, sleeping outside, I don't know, I'm speaking as a guy, like a military-aged guy. Of course, if you're like a woman, it would be a lot more scary. If you're more frail, not to like toot my own horn too much, but I am the danger, you get what I'm saying? Like, outside, I'd have no problem. Like, I've slept on benches before. I've probably not had a proper place to sleep for like 2-3 days at some, like, certain points. Like, being outside is refreshing. It's like a dopamine detox. It's actually not as bad as you think it is. Like, if you've never experienced it, the worst part about being homeless, of course, not like for prolonged periods, but like not having a place to sleep for 1 or 2 days, the worst part isn't even the sleep. It's if you're trying to sleep, because like you can not sleep for 2 days, but if you're like 3-4 days and you're trying to sleep, the sleep's gonna be horrible, but that's not the main thing. So when you shut your eyes, bro, I remember one time I was like fainting on a bench. I don't even think I was like fully asleep. It was pretty late. This was, I think, London. Bro, I swear to God, I opened my eyes like 30 minutes in. You can't sleep properly. It's freezing, by the way. You don't realize how cold it is at night. Like, at night, it gets gets flipping cold. Doesn't matter how hot it was in the morning. I open my eyes and there's this person with a package and they're climbing the statue. I think I was in like pretty like central in London. It must have been like a historic statue. He was climbing the statue with like what seemed like a stolen package, and he looked at me like this, and we were just staring at each other for like 20 minutes. I was like, bro, are you gonna do anything? Am I gonna move? What am I gonna do? Like, that's the scary part. It's the lack of safety at night, especially if you're trying to sleep. Other than that, bro, like honestly, if I'm ever put in a situation where, okay, pay $200 to get a hotel room, or just sleep outside, or not even sleep and just spend that $200 on literally anything else, I'm taking the $200 on literally anything else. Like, genuinely. I think more people should take that risk. Obviously, if you can have higher probability of not getting robbed or worse.
Whether it be a country, or a city, or a supermarket. First place I'll be talking about is the US. Let's just get the obvious out the way. The United States is a chaotic mess. The people here are some of the most closed-minded people to ever learn to read and write. And that part is debatable.
So
in this
privileged.
place, you can't agree to disagree. You have to pick a side. You're either on the socially popular acceptable side, or you're looked at as the villain. No in betweens. No, it's like that another.
It's the opposite nowadays though. If you're not like radical, you're almost like, oh, this person, he's inauthentic. But to be honest with you, like if you don't have radical beliefs, like I'd say much of my beliefs are pretty like, they're not very radical. I'd say they're pretty central. A lot of people are like, oh no, he's not being authentic. Like, stop lying. Bro, I'm not lying. I just don't think that anybody I disagree with should die. Like, nowadays it's actually you get slack for not being extreme. It's a weird time to live in.
Places now, but we're the ones that started it and pushing it down everyone's throats. Second, the shootings. Nowhere is safe. I hate the fact that every time I walk into a movie theater, I always look for the emergency exit just in case if some dude that recently got rejected by his crush decides, time to go nuts. I'm sick of it. And not that every place here is bad. There's some heat here. You know, there's NYC, DC, Jersey, Georgia, Florida.
Huh?
That's it. Everything else can disappear. California is literally one of the worst places.
Damn, California fell off so hard as a kid. Oh my god, I am so sorry, bro. I just shouted straight into that mic. Yo, y'all, some of y'all were like sleeping to this. You genuinely just shit yourself. Yo, California fell off so hard. I remember being a kid and like watching, yo, LA, I gotta go LA. I gotta go. What's another place in California? Oh my god. San Francisco. I gotta go San Fran. Bro, like LA now has fell off so hard. But if you ask ChatGPT the best places to live, like in terms of weather, California, Spain, and Portugal. Like if I were ever to retire, it would be like California or Miami or Spain and Portugal. Those are the 4 places where I wouldn't mind living the rest of my life. Or anywhere in Latin America. Like not anywhere, pause. Because I know with my luck I'll end up in Pablo Escobar's backyard. But like Nicaragua, Mexico, those areas, those are nice areas, bro. Near the Mediterranean. Oh my god, I'm actually an idiot. Equator.
This is on this planet. Chicago is full of young boy fans, you know, those radioactive people. Arizona, you're gonna die of heat exhaustion. Detroit, you're gonna come back to.
Bro, y'all don't realize the reach Chicago's got, bro. Like, I remember being in like the Middle East, bro. People were like, if you were acting like you were tough or some shit like that, they would be like, yo, he thinks he's from Chicago. Like, they deadass think Chicago's like GTA 6. That's the impression they've got through the rap industry, bro. Like King Von, Young Boy, they make it seem like Chicago and like the US is like a GTA 5 server. That's the impression some people have, especially young kids, bro. Like, if you told them you're from Chicago, they low-key like, you got aura, bro.
No house, and there's literally nothing in this area, in this middle of the United States. There's nothing there. Nothing. Like,
Facts.
What's that misery? Misery? Because you're gonna be miserable living there. I've said my piece of living in this trash can of a country. I'm gonna move to the moon. Next up on my list, we have 7-Eleven. Not necessarily living inside a 7-Eleven, but living around one. Why 7-Eleven? Because the most janky people show up there. Everybody has been to a 7-Eleven.
Parks are where crackheads go to sleep. Not just crackheads, it's where they go to meet. Like, you go to a park anytime past 12 or even 11, it's just crackheads. Genuinely. In the UK, like, I'm not shitting you, if any of you come to London or anywhere in the UK, all stores close at 10. Bro, nothing is open. Like, at 11 o'clock, it's all shut. Like, the UK is not a 24/7 city. Like, we've got way too much crime, and that's probably the best way they can counter crime. Because you see a lot less thugs out now. You see a lot less people, like, shoplifting and, like, grabbing everything and running out. And if there is a place that's open, God forbid, you've got, like, straight serial killers out there. You've got people smoking crack right in the open. It could be a flipping Chinese takeaway, bro. The only place that's open, you're gonna attract them like moths to a flame. That's why, low-key, they gotta implement that elsewhere, man. You just gotta wake up early and sleep early. Like, live a healthy life.
11 where there's either a crackhead or a homeless person hanging around there. And since it's a 7-Eleven, It's gonna get robbed at least twice a year. Living around such a place will most definitely suck and lower your property value.
Yo, robbing a 7-Eleven is probably the dumbest thing you could probably do. That is the worst crime you could possibly think of. Robbing, especially if it's an armed robbery, minimum 4 years in jail. You know how much you're gonna get? At best, $300. Like, what sort of dumb ass motherfucker? Like, how little do you value your time? Let's actually calculate that. That's not even $1 a day. Okay, 4 years, you're definitely getting caught, buddy. If you're dumb enough to rob a 7-Eleven, you're definitely getting caught. You're not no Pink Panther, bro. Yo, that's like $80 a year. $80 to spend a year in jail. Like, what is, these people are actually idiots. It's an IQ test. Like, good thing they're off the streets. Like, these idiots should not be able to reproduce. Snip their nuts off like they're dogs, bro.
Just to let you know, if a 7-Eleven opens next to your neighborhood, you're basically living in the projects now. Get out while you still can, because your town is slowly gonna turn into Brazil. Next worst place, a very real place to live in.
Bro, Brazil is tough. Brazil gets such a bad rep. Brazil is a nice ass place to live, especially if you're rich. And low-key, like, if you're poor, you gotta realize, although you might see the living conditions as pretty bad, in a favela, everyone's living in the same quality of life. So I'm sure the people in the favelas don't feel as poor as you might think they do. Like, they live a pretty normal life, I'd imagine. I think it's, like, very romanticized. It's the same way, like, as I said, like, people in the Middle East or, like, some third world countries think of Chicago because of the rap music. Favelas because of, like, the movies and whatnot. You think it's, like, a shootout everywhere. It's probably not like that. Brazil's actually, like, probably a good place to live. And the girls are fine as hell, bro. I'm into my Brazilians, bro.
Bikini Bottom. I don't know what it is about this place, but when I'm watching the show, it looks like a very frustrating place to live in. Whether it's living in between these two dumbasses or just live in the city, you're gonna have a bad life.
Bikini
because every
Bottom.
fish in this show is just a to everybody. Like, you could just be vibing and then they start roasting you out of nowhere. It's not Mr. Krabs' fault that he has big meaty claws. He was just playing an instrument. He's just born like that too. Bikini Bottom is literally the Birmingham of the ocean. Not to mention this.
Yeah, that video's too funny. I actually gotta pull that video up, bro. As someone who lived like 30 minutes away from Birmingham, I love the way you said that, Birmingham. Yo, Birmingham really is a shithole. And Luton, oh my god, Luton, don't even get me started on flipping Luton, bro. Like, Birmingham is like what the people who aren't in the know think is like bad. Luton is like the Birmingham of people living in Birmingham. It's Birmingham, by the way, it's not Birmingham.
I just woke up in a fucking steaming mood, yeah? Because I live in a shithole! You know what I mean? Birmingham is a fucking shithole! I hate the fucking place! I fucking hate it! It's full of dickheads! I fucking hate it!
That's facts. That is the happiest man in Birmingham.
City gets destroyed every now and then. Whether that be from SpongeBob and Patrick or a god doing it, the city gets burned down basically every season. How can insurance companies even exist with this happening so often? Plus, the only two options to eat at are the Krusty Krab and the Chum Bucket. And the Krusty Krab be having new recipes every other episode. You can't trust it. It's gonna be a completely different burger the next day. And the Chum Bucket is... The food is unedible at these places 90% of the time. This is a horrible place to live. The people here are jackasses, SpongeBob and Patrick exist, and your house will probably...
Bro, SpongeBob and Patrick, even if they were real people, they, like, I don't know how to say this in a nice way, but you know, like, people who are, like, mentally challenged, I mean that in a nice way. Like, it's either, like, if you're young, they probably get bullied, but as they get older, the more people like them, because you appreciate them, you know? Like, when you actually, like, get a good look at the earth and realize how many scumbags and people with, like, so much hatred in their heart actually exist, and then you see someone who, I mean, probably not out of choice, like, they can't really think far enough to, like, scam you or, like, manipulate you, so they're, like, forced to be authentic, but that being authentic in a world full of fake people, like, it's something that's so, like, appealing. That's why you find a lot of those people actually have, like, some of the best people in their lives, because authenticity and being genuine attracts other people that are authentic and genuine.
Will be destroyed. Bikini Bottom sucks. Plus, it's underwater. You can't even breathe. Next is the Cars universe. Now, if you're not a car and you're just a normal dude...
Okay, so we're assuming that you can teleport to Bikini Bottom and assuming that a sponge can actually talk with a squirrel that has an astronaut suit underground. But we draw the line at you can't breathe. Everything else was realistic enough to not even mention. But you can't breathe though, guys, right? Like, come on, bro. Are we dead ass?
Dude. It would kind of suck living here. Everybody is a car
Facts.
or a truck, and if you just a dude, how do you get anywhere? Do you just go inside one of these cars and start driving? That sounds weird. Plus, it's only cars, and how do you know, do a car. Like, you gotta look for the car ussy or the cussy. Or, what am I supposed to call these things?
That's the real-
You can't
that's the
form
real
a
question, bro.
relationship with a car. This ain't TLC. And also, I'm about to go.
I was just about to say, bro, that one guy who was kissing and loving his car, I kinda get it though. Yo, hot take, I kinda get it. When you paid for your own car, and by the way, red is like the most attractive color, that's like a scientific fact. Like, if you actually like worked hard every day to afford your like dream car, like, yo, I'm not saying I would be humping it, but I would be very proud of it. That's why people get like hella defensive. Like, did you scratch my car? Take your hand off of my car. Don't lean on it, you know? Like, I get where he's coming from. It's a lot better than I think like eating mattresses. Why am I comparing the two?
Environmentalists. But imagine the carbon footprint these guys are leaving in the atmosphere. Because they're all vehicles. They're all cars. The ozone layer is just black at this point. These guys are ruining the environment, and you wouldn't want to live in that. I think the Cars universe is a bust. I'd rather live in a bus. Next worst place to live in, North Korea. Feel like that.
Yo, I'm saying it right now. The next car movie is gonna have no emissions, and they're gonna make them all electric cars. It's gonna have something to do with electric cars. It's gonna be like electric cars replacing petrol cars, but they wouldn't do that because that makes you like sympathize with petrol, and they're not gonna do that because they're trying to get funding. But I low-key can like make a strong prediction about what the next car movie is gonna be about, like what the plot is.
That's self-explanatory. Up next, Gotham. In superhero universes, any place where the superhero lives at or where they all meet up, it's the most dangerous place on Earth.
Yo.
New York City in the Marvel universe is basically World War II every day. And
Yo.
Gotham ain't much better. In fact, it has even more criminals than any other. There's literal psychopaths going around and killing people and blowing shit up all the time.
Yo, Gotham would be like the least of my worries. I would low-key fuck with Gotham. It's like literally any other city. Like, if I was Gotham, I'd just move out. But in the Marvel universe, bro, like, the world explodes like 3 times every movie. Like, well, what is this? I'm dying and like resurrecting more than Jesus did, bro. Like, every movie, I'm like dying twice and then coming back to life so I can suffer again, bro. Like, it's actually hell being a civilian in a Marvel movie. Like, y'all need to stop sympathizing with Iron Man and start sympathizing with Dave that lives next to Spider-Man.
Time. And the city's best hero is a vigilante who doesn't even kill them just so they can break out of prison and
Facts.
continue the cycle of high crime statistics.
Batman's rule of never killing anybody, get that shit out of here, bro. Like, he wouldn't kill a criminal even if the criminal's like constantly killing tens of people. Like, the Joker, if he just killed him from the first time, he would be saving so much innocent people. Killing one serial killer maniac in exchange of guaranteeing the safety of like a population, like, that rule makes no sense. It's some BS, and it makes the movie so much less interesting because I know he's not gonna die. Like, I know why he's gonna come back, because Batman is gonna kill him and he's gonna escape out of jail, bro. Even if he could kill him, like, movie writing nowadays is so ass. Like, the character could genuinely be dead and they'll make up the most bullshit excuse to why they came back to life. Like, bro, like, dying in a movie genuinely means nothing. I already know if I ever see a character die that I thought was too important to die, he's just gonna come back 50 episodes later because he was hiding underground and training, and now he's just as strong as the main character even after the time skip, even though he was garbage and we all thought he died. Like, bro, shut up. Like, this is One Piece in a nutshell. How many times has Buggy resurrected? Like, can his ass just die, bro?
You can't even go to work right in a subway in this city without worrying about the Riddler blowing up the whole train for his Twitch stream just because he got 2 gifted subs. I'm not dying for the Riddler's 7-viewer Twitch stream. You can't even have a night out in this city because every fun place with a lot of people inside, like a club or a party, is bound to get blown up by a villain. The safest place is your house, and I'm positive the house and market in Gotham is non-profitable. I can probably get a 3-bedroom apartment for $10 in this city. They just giving houses away because no one wants to live there. Hell, I could probably buy a mansion next to Bruce Wayne's house for $100. It doesn't matter. I'm probably gonna die next.
Yo, people get hella obsessive over Batman. I think Batman has like the most obsessed audience out of any superhero, and I don't know why. Like, the few people I know that are really into comics and superheroes all love Batman. I don't know what it is. Is it like his personality and the fact that he's like the most masculine superhero and like people look up to that, or is it that he's the most human? I think it's a mixture of both, but it's insane, like, the people who are obsessed with Batman. If someone tells you their favorite superhero is Batman, just know this guy's a diehard. If they tell you it's Spider-Man, this guy's a casual. Like, he watches the movie, he doesn't know the plot, he doesn't watch, like, he's not into the Marvel universe, he probably doesn't read the comics. If he tells you his favorite superhero is Batman, just know this guy's a flippin' diehard, bro.
Month because of the next bi-weekly Joker terrorist attack, and that's just gonna be the normal Monday for everybody. Your normal days will change living here. You're gonna hear shooting and explosions outside, look and say, ah, there goes Joker again, blowing up the children's hospital. Whatever, let me get back to my feet. That's your new routine.
One thing that really pisses me off is people think that Heath Ledger, like, himself because of the movie. That's not what happened, bro. First of all, he overdosed, so we don't know if it was on accident or if it was on purpose. And he was naked when they found him. Like, I think it was an accidental overdose, and even if it wasn't the movie. Like, even I think he finished filming the movie and he was already starting with another role that was a lot more uplifting. Like, it wasn't the fact that he was the Joker. And a lot of people he worked with were like, yeah, off screen he was just a really nice guy. We'd go out to eat and he'd be very talkative and he would be very chill. Like, I don't think it's the role that it's actually quite sad that they're probably using this as like a marketing stunt. Like, oh yeah, the role is so, he got so into the role, the acting is so good that he became the Joker in real life and he did very bad things to himself. Like, it's sad. Like, no, that's not the case. He's just another actor overdosing.
This place sucks. It's horrible. It makes the GTA verse look like the Wonder Pets verse. You should never live in Gotham. But do you know what's worse than Gotham? Worse than Bikini Bottom? Worse than anything I've mentioned beforehand?
What,
it's a
bro?
place where nightmares come to life. A place where the most nefarious live. The evil is evil. The bad is bad.
I low-key envy people that still have dreams. Like, I don't think I've had a dream in like ages, man. I love dreams. I'd rather have nightmares than have nothing at all. I don't know what it is. If any of y'all know why, comment down below, bro. Is it like a medical reason? Am I not getting like enough of a certain nutrient?
A place of true terror. I'm talking about England.
Yo, chill, bro. It's not that bad. England is chill. Ooh. Facts. Yeah, bro. Although we have free dental health care, like, some people here have, like, horrible teeth, bro. I'm one of them, bro. I'm trying to get braces right now. Like, I don't know what it is, but, like, England and horrible teeth is, like, goes 1 in 1, bro. Yo. Facts.
This is the most uncivilized, broken country on this planet.
No, it's not.
England is a country that is run by barbaric cavemen and women that we call British people. But
What?
since I don't see them as equal in any way, shape, or form, I personally call them braggers. Their education is bankrupt. Their society is still in the Stone Age. Their technology is non-existent. They still haven't invented toothpaste yet.
Bro, I don't understand the joke here. Is he like being like kinda serious? Behind every joke there's a truth. Is he like being dead ass? England is not that bad. I think it's the fact that there are political reasons. Like, for example, in World War III, when the Austrian painter, like, first thing you do is make people think that, not necessarily think, but first thing you do is like highlight, oh my god, it's so bad, it's this, it's that, and I can change that. And I'm not trying to like make some sort of like similarity between the Austrian painter and like UK politics, like UK politicians specifically, but like they're playing into it. They're making it sound like it's a lot worse than it is. An average person living in England is not having to dodge knives being thrown at him like it's fucking what's called Inception. Yo, wrong movie. I meant like the one with the Keanu Reeves, bro. Oh my god, my legs are flipping shaking, bro. This is actually so painful, bro. Actually subscribe. I'm flipping dying over here. My legs are actually killing me.
They made James Corden. They gave us the boring ass version of The Office. This is the worst place on planet Earth.
It's the original
I've been
though.
to England myself. I got first-hand experience on what it's like to be in a ninth world country, and it's exactly what you expect. It stinks. The food is unedible. The fanciest dish they have is beans on toast.
That's facts.
This is orphanage food.
Wank.
I can't eat this. They play soccer. They drink tea.
I meant rank, not wank. Pause. If you know like UK slang, wank means something completely else, bro.
They still have a queen. These guys are not real. They still living
He's
in
trolling,
the
he's trolling, he's
1600s.
trolling.
You guys lost. Get over it. They can't be real because I don't even understand them when they speak. They speak certain dialect like splendid.
That is actually so real. I don't know, because I haven't visited America. I don't know if it's the same in America, but bro, different cities like Manchester and Liverpool are like this far apart, like probably like 10, 20 miles. I might have completely butchered that. But like, let's say like 20, 30 miles, completely different accent. Like they can't even understand each other. It's like they're different countries. Bro, is it the same way in the US? I think it's the same thing, but because like the UK is like a more concentrated US, I think it's like between different states. So for example, but is there any states that are are like right next to each other that have completely different accents. I don't think that's the case. That's something unique to England. And you know why that is? It's because most of them are like port cities. Like, for example, where the ships used to go. So like sailors and whatnot would come in, and like there was a Liverpool port and there was a Manchester port. And that's why they have like developed different ways of speech, because they were sort of isolated in that sense. I don't think America has an equivalent of that. But most of the time when you think of like a British accent, you're thinking of Southern England, which most of them share the same accent. It's mainly the North that differs so much.
Crumpets. Like, those are not words. These people are ruining the climate. They're taking our jobs and they're ruining the world. And I'm pretty sure I got an STD while I was over there. I'm never going back. It would be better if everything disappeared. Everyone disappeared. Tom Holland disappeared. Why he takes a day?
Bro, Zendaya, oh my, don't even get me started. Zendaya, Ice Spice. We went through a period of time where we were just like, I don't even know what was the requirement for someone to become like the most beautiful woman on the planet. We really thought Ice Spice was the baddest woman on the planet. Like, I'm sorry, y'all can be like marketed into believing anything. Zendaya is like above average. She is not cute. And nowadays, who is it? Oh my God, hold up. I'm actually like shaking. Sydney Sweeney, bro. Sydney Sweeney is not cute. Like, get the hell out of here. Sydney Sweeney, in like 5 years, everyone's gonna look back and be like, we really thought she was bad. Like, what was wrong with us, bro? She's not ugly, but she's not the most beautiful woman on earth. The only two people I agree with, Madison Beer and Megan Fox. Anything else, get the hell out of here, bro.
That is the video on the worst places to live.
Nebraska.
Leave a like, subscribe, or don't.
Y'all got some NPC states in the States.
In conclusion,
Bro, hurry up. I need a stretch, bro.
How much money you got? A lot.
W video. I can't even cap. If y'all's impression of England is flipping Tom Holland and KSI, that's pretty accurate, to be fair. I genuinely can't think of anyone else. Deji, #1 black person. Anyways, if you guys enjoyed, subscribe. I love y'all, and I actually died for this. Is probably the most painful video I've ever made. Like and subscribe right now. Love y'all. See ya.